New Year's Eve is just around the corner and hospitals are preparing for an influx of patients, what they say is a guaranteed cause of injuries. And officials are looking for new methods to help fight violence in one upstate county. We'll tell you what's standing in the way of a Boys and Girls Club coming to Greenwood.
Where local news matters for Carolina's family. This is 7 News Daybreak.
Good Saturday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Ford in for Kimberly Brown. Storm Team 7 meteorologist Jackie Brown is standing by in the Weather Center with our forecast first.
All right, good morning. Well, we are going to see a break from the rain for today. Really just tracking some areas of fog and some cloud coverage. We'll see some of those low clouds and higher clouds by this afternoon, but we'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies for today. So you will see the sun and clouds for today, and it's mild outside. Fog is kind of the weather story this morning. We do have a dense fog advisory until 9 o'clock. We are seeing areas of that fog. Rutherfordton, Franklin, Alberton, seeing some of that densest patchy fog out there this morning. Temperature-wise, we're going to see 60s by 1, 2 o'clock in the upstate, 50s in the mountains, so not too bad of a day today, above average. We'll talk more about that, and we're tracking more rain in your 7-day. That's all coming up in minutes. Nicole.
Thanks, Jackie. Now, we're just days away from one of the biggest party nights of the year, but it's also a big time of year for injuries. Emergency room doctors say they see an influx of patients this time of year. One reason is because normal doctors' offices don't have regular hours. Plus, more people are traveling and participating in activities that can lead to more injuries. So the hospital's trying to pre-plan and anticipate anything that may come through their doors. But one guarantee is injuries associated with mishandling fireworks.
I've sent a lot of people to Augusta from burns from fireworks because they were holding them in their hands. So a burn on a hand is a very, very dangerous thing because you use your hands to do everything.
Now, when it comes to shooting off your own fireworks, it's not just your safety you need to be concerned with, but check with your local city officials on any ordinances before you set them off. Now, we've all heard it before. Don't drink and drive. And yet troopers say in South Carolina, half of all deadly crashes involve an impaired driver. Sunday marked the beginning of the annual Sober or Slammer campaign, where troopers partner with local law enforcement agencies to catch drunk drivers during the holidays. Since December 21st to Christmas Day, there's been 5 deadly wrecks in our state.
Those good decisions, have that plan in place. Then, of course, on top of everything else, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt. Make sure that you're not texting and driving and obey those speed laws.
Now, the Sober or Slammer campaign lasts through New Year's Day. Troopers will conduct traffic checkpoints, and drivers will be asked to provide their license, registration, and proof of insurance. Meanwhile, a police officer in western North Carolina was rushed to the hospital after he was hit by a tractor trailer Friday morning. The Woodfin Police Department sent us this picture. Troopers say Officer Christopher Morrow arrived at an accident scene on Interstate 40 in Haywood County around 6:30. They say the police car's blue lights were on when it was hit from behind by an 18-wheeler. Officer Morrow suffered minor injuries. Now, it's been a wet several days in metro Atlanta with no break to the rain coming soon. All that water led to several floods, including the area's largest river. Mike Papichiki has the story.
It's got my fingers crossed.
It's all David Lloyd can do.
If I have to sandbag it, I will.
As Big Creek creeps closer to his Roswell home.
We'll see what happens. But this 2009, this was all underwater.
Lloyd's praying it won't repeat itself as a deluge of rain forces the creek over its banks.
One of the problems in 2009 when it flooded, it was still warm. Of course, it drove all the snakes out of the woods.
The mighty Chattahoochee was also no match for the pounding precipitation. Its waters washed out Azalea Drive. Police had to shut it down. And up the street, we found a waterlogged Don White Park over in East Roswell.
And right now you can see we can't access the courts.
We encountered Connie Austin surveying what the river,
it's amazing how strong and damaging water can be,
did to the Martin's Landing River Club.
The river is right here, and you know, years ago we had the same thing happen and we had to rebuild a clubhouse, and it flooded the pool, and it's amazing how high it can get with this amount of rain this quickly. And some other parts of North Georgia are experiencing similar flooding.
Now, new information this morning, a South Carolina lawmaker wants to expand requirements for a hunter education course. Right now, hunters born after 1979 are required to take the course. But Senator Harvey Peeler from Gaffney has pre-filed a bill that would require that course for all hunters. Now, some hunters are on board simply because the industry has changed since that age restriction was first implemented.
Our wildlife is changing. We have hogs. We have hogs that are now becoming an issue. I mean, look at Stetsonville and Fountain Inn. Stetsonville, right there where Target is, and CVS used to be a farm. Ooh. Now you got to be 200 yards away from a resident to hunt.
Now, the 8-hour course is offered for free by the Department of Natural Resources and teaches hunters how to interact with both people and wildlife. Now, details on how this course will be rolled out and applied to hunters born before the 1979 deadline will still be worked out during this session. North Carolina's election board is disbanding without certifying the results of the 9th congressional district race. The board officially dissolved Friday at noon, less than a week before the new U.S. Congress convenes January 3rd. The filing came a day after a state court panel denied a stay to keep the state elections board in its current form. The election board had refused to certify Mark Harris as the winner while it looked into evidence of absentee ballot issues. New this morning, Greenwood County leaders are looking into how to prevent violence. One idea they're exploring is bringing a Boys and Girls Club to the area. This all began about 6 months ago when members of the county council formed an anti-violence task force. Since then, stakeholders have been meeting for forums and brainstorming ways to reduce violent crime. The idea to open a Boys and Girls Club was born from these discussions. A county councilman says they are in the early stages of negotiation to bring the organization to the city of Greenwood.
We believe that there needs to be more venues for kids to go to, particularly during the summertime when they're kind of not in school, and whether it be Boys and Girls Clubs or something similar to that.
He says they're considering a well-known building for the proposed facility, but he wouldn't say which one. A decision on whether the organization will open in Greenwood should come in the next few months. An upstate business owner was concerned about kids going hungry over the holidays, especially those who depend on school lunches. Gazi Farin owns Frank's House of Pizza in Fountain Inn. Earlier this week, he posted this on Facebook. Quote, "If there is anyone that needs help to fill a meal, please reach out to me and I'll be more than honored to help. You remain anonymous." He says 26 or 27 people called him for help within 48 hours of posting.
Everybody thinks Simpsonville is all, rosy with all the growth and the manufacturing and all the new businesses popping up, but there's a lot of people around here that are struggling really bad.
Now, if you are in the Simpsonville area and are in need of food for your family over the holiday break, you can call Frank's House of Pizza. That number's 864-409-2334. And still to come on 7 News Daybreak, it's time to make your resolutions. But will you stick to them? We've got some tips on how to make your New Year dream a New Year reality. And let's take a live look outside at the Biltmore. You're watching Daybreak Saturday. We'll be right back. The new year is right around the corner, and that means it's time for new resolutions. A national survey shows exercising more and losing weight is at the top of Americans' lists. 7 News reporter Jennifer Martin has tips for success from a weight loss and fitness Hall of Famer.
Now come back down.
Studies show the #1 New Year's resolution in America is fitness or health related, but year after year, success rates are low.
You look at the people who fail, they're the ones that, and I've watched it for 40 years, they're the ones that join the gym on January 1st, and they go in there and they do cardio for 45 minutes a day for 4 or 5 days a week, and 3 weeks later they lost a pound and they get upset.
Former Mr. USA John Defendis was inducted in the Weight Loss and Fitness Hall of Fame in 2007 and has some advice.
You want to build muscle, increase your bone density, increase your strength, therefore increasing your metabolic rate to burn more fat.
He developed a program called Ultra Fit over 30 years ago for people who are overweight, focused on weight training and healthy eating.
Getting away from the foods that are the demons, what I call the 3 demons, which are salt, sugar, and fat.
At one point, he trained Congressman Newt Gingrich at the congressional gym, who lost 61 pounds in 11 weeks, one of many success stories.
Let's do some sit-ups, baby. Do your sit-ups. There you go. Come on.
He even taught his pet cockatoo Baby how to do sit-ups and squats, something that earned him a cameo on Animal Planet.
Do your squats. Do your squats. There you go.
Next year, Defendis will be featured in a new Netflix special, The Perfect Physique 2, sharing secrets to weight loss like his 5 parts of movement.
Stretch, flex, drag, squeeze or contract, fight the negative.
Something he shares with success stories like Maggie Sir, who lost 20 pounds in 2 months already. Resolutions cast aside.
If you let it be something that's only a New Year's resolution rather than a lifestyle change, you're going to miss the lesson learned along the way.
In Greer, Jennifer Martin, 7 News.
Now, according to U.S. News, about 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by the second week of February. And coming up with another holiday in just a few days, the CDC releasing new numbers showing a significant increase in flu cases. How to make sure you stay healthy when we come back.
All right, and we are taking a live look right now at Lake Hartwell. We are seeing areas of fog this morning. We're going to talk about that, a nice break in the rain, and your New Year's Day forecast coming up.
So it's looking like the fog is starting to go away outside.
Yeah, you know, we have that dense fog advisory. It's until 9 o'clock, so it is starting to lift in some areas. So that is some good news. It's still kind of mild out there. Felt kind of good outside this morning.
Exactly. Yes, I'm all about that in sun.
All right, yeah, we're not saying go outside in a tank top this morning, but it's definitely feeling not the worst out there. Areas of fog this morning. I mean, temps are in the 40s and 50s. You're still going to need that jacket for today, but we are going to see a break from the rain for today, and then mild temperatures, especially in the upstate. We'll see lots of temperatures in the 60s for today. So not the worst day today, and a good thing we're having a break in that rain. We set a record yesterday in Asheville, over 4 inches of rain. That broke the previous record of just over 2.5 inches. And because of all the rainfall that we've been seeing, and because of that record rainfall yesterday, there is moderate flooding on the French Broad River. So we are seeing some of those areas in that flood warning. And unfortunately, we're going to continue to see more rain. We've been above average for the month of December. 7+ inches of surplus of rain is what we've seen. So we are kind of grateful for that break right now, especially where we're seeing some of those rivers and streams that continue to flood. Most of our moisture and our precipitation now, well, I should say most of our precipitation is to the south of us, and we're again seeing some breaks in those clouds for today. So we'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy conditions. So you'll see the sun and clouds for today. Still some areas of snow through portions of Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas. Also portions of the Northwest, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, seeing some of that snow, as well as portions of the Northeast. But here's what we're looking at. So for tomorrow, especially clipping some of our southern counties, we can see a little bit of that isolated rain on a Sunday. So we do have rain chances for Sunday, but then Sunday into Monday is where we'll see things start to pick up on Monday, and then that's Monday night at 10 o'clock, and then you see a little bit of a break on Tuesday, but then we'll see more rain work its way in for your Wednesday. So we'll see continued rain chances with breaks every single day for this week, and then that's a Thursday. So again, that fog starting to lift in some areas, still a half mile or less of visibility in Franklin and Rutherfordton, and we do have that dense fog advisory until 9, but things are starting to look a lot better. We saw lower visibility range much earlier, 40s and 50s, so it feels good in some areas. It's not too bad out there, but again, it's cool, and today will be mild with those highs in the 60s, wind speeds 15-mile-per-hour winds in Asheville, so a little cooler, especially in those mountains. Again, you definitely will need that jacket for today, but again, it will be mild outside. Clouds and some rain, and then we can see some rain on your New Year's. And again, this is not going to be a complete washout. We're going to see breaks at times with all this rain that we have coming, but still just be prepared for more rain and a wet start to your New Year, but a mild start to your New Year. So at least it's not going to be the worst, you know, going into the New Year's, especially with those overnight lows in the 50s. So just jacket, umbrella, and you can still, you know, wear your fancy schmancy dresses and not be like, you know, freezing. So
I will say, rain, more rain, it always comes in waves. Doesn't it?
Well, yeah, that's, I guess, when the system's coming through, and so we have a little dry spell for today, but then our next system, which is actually a frontal boundary, going to be coming through, bringing that rain and that moisture.
Fingers crossed for sun after that.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Now, in your Consumer Watch, there's no official word on whether Sears found a buyer to stay in business. The retail giant is in bankruptcy and is looking for a bidder to buy its remaining stores. Potential buyers were given until 4 p.m. Eastern on Friday to submit their bids. Meanwhile, the company announced the same day that it's closing 80 additional stores. That means the retailer that had about 700 stores before the bankruptcy filing will be down to about 400. Teachers and public education employees are quitting at record levels. That's according to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, citing data from the Labor Department. According to the paper, it's the fastest rate ever recorded since the Labor Department began tracking the numbers in 2011. Flu cases are on the rise. That's according to the latest report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC says the number of states with high flu activity is up from the previous week surveyed. Karen Kafa has more.
Just in time for a busy holiday travel weekend and massive New Year's Eve celebrations where millions will ring in 2019 in tight quarters, the flu is on the rise. The CDC Friday reported a jump in the number of states with high flu activity over the previous week surveyed. Colorado and Georgia now joined by Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, New Jersey, New Mexico, and South Carolina. 9 states with elevated flu numbers. Also with high flu activity, New York City, where holiday tourism is in full swing and 2 million people are expected to pack Times Square on New Year's Eve. The CDC also reported 4 more flu-related deaths in children, bringing the total to 11 for the current season. The best flu prevention, the CDC says, is a flu vaccine for those 6 months and older. And as long as the flu is still circulating in your area, it's not too late to get one. It won't stop all flu, but it'll lessen the severity of symptoms. And if you're one of those people packed into crowded spaces this holiday weekend, wash your hands and avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth, the CDC says, to help prevent picking up the flu. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Also in medical news, the number of children dying from opioid poisonings has nearly tripled in the last decade. A new study from a medical journal showed 9,000 pediatric deaths between 1999 and 2016 due to opioids. A majority of them were accidents, and many of them happened at home. The authors of the study say the epidemic will not get better until public health officials take action. Now coming up, newly released dashcam video out of Florida shows a man driving a Ferrari into the water on purpose. We take a closer look next. A Florida man discovers his Ferrari won't float, and it's all caught on camera. This new dash cam video shows a Palm Beach officer talking to the driver outside the luxury car in the early hours of Wednesday morning. Moments later, the driver gets in. You see the brake lights flash. He backs up, then it's full speed ahead when splash. It sinks 30 feet into the Palm Beach inlet, according to the Coast Guard.
That's interesting. He's like, I'll show you. And then he just drives into the water.
Still confused on why he did it.
I don't know. Maybe he was just angry. Angry for no reason. That's crazy, though. Must be nice to just drive your Ferrari into the water.
Exactly.
All right, speaking of water, break from the rain for today, but we've got a wet week ahead of us, and rain chances continue every day this week, but the temperatures starting off nice and mild, so that's the good news. At least we're going to be mild as we ring in the new year.
Yes, it'll be a wonderful Saturday. Warm temperatures, no rain. It'll be awesome.
Not too bad.
Well, thanks so much for watching. You can always get the latest news and weather updates on our website, WSPA.com. Have a great Saturday morning.